Hello beautiful people, welcome to another video with your girl Sha-Von. Thank you so much for joining me for another video. Today I'm going to be cooking some meatloaf on Simply Sha-Vonne. I'm making some meatloaf, some cheese potatoes, and of course some vegetables for the kids. So, have you made meatloaf before, or are you not that grown yet? Let me know. Is that in your rotation? Okay? I told my kids, I'm like, I'm making meatloaf. They're like, oh, not meatloaf. Yes, meatloaf. Delicious, moist, oh my gosh, filling, okay? 2 days worth of meals, meatloaf. That's what I'm making, okay? And they're gonna enjoy it. Yes, they are, okay? So I'm gonna preheat my oven right now for 350 degrees. Had to make sure I didn't have anything in the oven, because if you're like me, you store pans and different stuff in the oven, you gotta make room. You gotta put them where they need to go, where they can go. Anyway, I'm gonna tell you about the seasonings that I have really quickly. So I'm gonna dice up a green pepper, a half an onion. I also have 2 eggs, okay? I'm gonna do a cup of milk, a half a cup of breadcrumbs, and these are the Italian seasoned breadcrumbs. I also have onion powder, seasoned salt, Italian seasoning, a little bit of Slap Your Mama. This is the Italian seasoning. I ran out of garlic powder, so I'm going to use the garlic and onion right here. This is garlic and onion by McCormick's. And then I also have some pepper here, and that is it. And then for my sauce, which I'll show you when it's time, I'm just going to use probably barbecue sauce, some ketchup, maybe some brown sugar, something like that. Make a sauce, put that on top, and pop it back in the oven again, but we'll talk about that when we get to it. So for right now, let's cut up this onion and bell pepper and get this done. So beautiful people, I have my ground meat. This is 3 pounds of ground meat. Purchased this from Aldi. I'm gonna add in 2 eggs. Ooh, when I wanna be all alone. Okay, so we have our 2 eggs. So after I do the 2 eggs, I'm gonna add in the bell pepper and onions. Look at that. Yes, get all of that goodness. All of that goodness. Got the bell pepper and onions. I'm gonna add in my cup of milk. So we're doing 1 cup of milk. We're also doing a half a cup, again, of the Italian seasoned breadcrumbs. Now we're going to start seasoning. I'm starting with the onion powder. All All right. Some Slap Your Mama. Yep, I am putting it right in there. Okay. We also have some Italian seasoning. Okay. A little bit of seasoned salt. Some garlic and onion. And a little bit of ground black pepper. Now that we have that, I'm going to just mix it. I've washed my hands several times. My hands are so dry, but that's okay. We're gonna just mix, mix, mix. Get that all combined, all those flavors together. Yes, all that deliciousness. We wanna make sure we got that all combined. Okay. Now remember, if you're not sneezing, you ain't seasoning, okay? All right. So make sure you do not be afraid to add your seasonings in here. Don't. Shoot. Part of me wants to add some more in here. I ain't gonna even lie. Because this is a lot of ground meat. Now you don't want to over mix it. If you over mix it, you're going to make it a little dry. So we have this. I'm going to get my pan. I'm going to mold it to the pan. And then we're going to pop this in the oven. So give me a quick second. So I have my Pyrex pan right here. I am just going to spray it so that nothing sticks. Here's the meatloaf. And truthfully, I mean, shoot, I did a pretty good job by molding it. I feel like that's pretty good. I don't need it to be perfect. I just need it to be in the pan. And then I'm gonna get some aluminum foil and put that over top. So beautiful people, I'm going to cut up these potatoes, rinse them off really well, and then I'm going to boil them just to get them a little soft. I'm going to do some cheese over them. They're called cheese potatoes in my family, but I'm sure some people might have a different name for them. But yeah, I'm just going to dice these, not dice them, but cut them up, and then I'm gonna show you how I do our cheese potatoes, okay? The kids really like these. And yeah, I'm just gonna go with what I have. I will make a grocery list because like I said, I need to get some more stuff. But it was 0 degrees today when I got up. 0 degrees. So I worked out today in the house on my treadmill with my weights, and that works for me. Let me just tell you, it works for me because it's too cold to be outside. But we still have everything we need as far as like milk, bread, juice, butter, you know, all the basics. Of course, food, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Tomorrow, the kids also have a remote day because it is going to be -3 degrees with a high of like, I think it's going to be like a high of 12, but it's probably going to feel like 5 degrees if you ask me. It's probably going to, yeah. I won't be outside again tomorrow. I'm going to work out in my home and make sure that I get everything done. Now, I am doing the 75 soft challenge, And it's going pretty well. I've done my affirmations. I've taken my progress photo. I've read. What else? Water. I'm drinking some more water right now. I want to get in 60 ounces of water and 75 grams of protein. So that is my goal each day. And everybody can do theirs a little bit differently. Everybody can do theirs differently. It's just a good way to build some healthy habits for me. That's all it is. I want to do my affirmations. I want to journal, take a progress picture. I'm trying to stay away from bread, and I'm not going to eat any of these potatoes either. Even though I want to, don't get me wrong. Who doesn't love a good potato? Seriously. But I'm not going to eat any of these potatoes either. And I am just going to try my best to eat as healthy and clean as I possibly can. And see how it goes. See how it goes. See how it goes. But yeah, today is a good day. Today is a good day. I will not complain at all. Will not complain. My son was like, oh, Mom, you should make cheeseburgers. And I would have if I would have bought like some brioche buns or something like that. But I did not pick those up. So I told him probably maybe next week, I'll make him some good bacon cheeseburgers. So I'll make sure that I get the right buns and all of that. We got the right cheese. I'm going to make it real good for him. And make sure I got the bacon and all of that. So yeah. But today, plus I have a taste for meatloaf, so I want some meatloaf. I'm not even gonna lie, I want some meatloaf. Do you make your meatloaf with ground meat, or do you make it with ground turkey? I do have ground turkey that I could have made it with as well. But everybody's different, and I did not feel like going down to the deep freezer to get the ground turkey. I know, lazy, but it's true. It is true. So now I'm going to just chop up the potatoes. So I'm boiling the potatoes. I'm just going to add some mixed vegetables and some corn for us to eat. I prefer the frozen vegetables, fresh frozen over the can, but again, they're vegetables. They'll be fine. They will be perfectly fine. I just need them to have a balanced meal, okay? A balanced meal. And then I am going to also make some biscuits as well. Okay, so this is cooking. The potatoes are boiling. I got my stuff out for the sauce, which is just Sweet Baby Ray's. Let me show you. So it's just Sweet Baby Ray's, a little bit of ketchup, and a little bit of mustard. And then if you have brown sugar, you can add brown sugar to it if you want. And I'm going to take out some biscuits too before I forget. Here are the biscuits right here. So yeah, I'm gonna let this cook for a minute. I told my Alexa to set a timer for me, which she did. So we're good there. And I am going to just finish tidying up really quickly, and then I'm gonna sit down for a moment while this is cooking, and I'm gonna get some more work done.
So beautiful people, I drained the potatoes and then I'm adding them to my baking dish. I'm going to add some butter, of course, some salt and some pepper, and I'm going to cut up some Velveeta cheese. This is the way the kids like it. And excuse my voice, guys, I think I am getting a cold, but this is the way the kids do like it, and it's really good. This is one of their like favorite dishes, guys, favorite. And I usually make more potatoes, but this is all that I had left. It was still the right amount. Everybody was able to get some. Everybody was happy. But yeah, super easy, super easy. Sometimes I will also add in some different cheese, like some sharp cheddar or some, you can do some other cheeses if you want to. But today I just did some Velveeta cheese, which was perfect. And then I'm going to put this back into the oven while the meatloaf is still cooking with the sauce, which I'm about to show you how I make the sauce. I'm going to put this back in the oven and let this cook for about 20 to 25 minutes. Now you can make your sauce several different ways. As you can see, I did ketchup. I did maybe about 2 tablespoons of barbecue sauce and a tablespoon of mustard, I want to say, and then a little bit of sugar. Now, I would prefer to use brown sugar, but I did not have any, so I'm using a little bit of sugar. Then I'm going to mix this up very well, and I'm going to top it on top of the meatloaf, and I'm going to put that back into the oven so that it can cook. I'm also doing these biscuits, which I do recommend these biscuits, guys. I got these from Aldi's. Kids love them. They turned out perfect, okay? Perfect. I definitely recommend these from Aldi. And yeah, I'm going to pop this back in the oven. My son is going to get the trash. Don't worry about that. But we're going to pop this back in the oven, and then the dinner is going to be done in about 25 minutes or so, and it's delicious. Now, as you can see, I did drain some of the juice off of the meatloaf because it needed to be drained, guys. It really did. But I had a strainer in the sink. I drained some of the juice off, and then I'm going to add the sauce on top of the meatloaf and pop that back into the oven. Beautiful people, we have the meatloaf, we have some biscuits, we also have some cheese potatoes and some mixed vegetables. So I'm getting ready to make the kids their plates really quickly, but it smells so good in here. It smells so good, and I cannot wait for them to eat it and just tell me how they like it. So let me make their plates really quickly. Dinner is done and I am making the kids' plates. And yeah, everything turned out so good. So good. So thank y'all for watching. I love y'all to the moon and back. I will see y'all in the next video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.